On air is back air, but soon to be off the air.
Welcome back to On Air. We have been off the air for quite a long time, but we come back to bring you the last episode, the series finale, end of the saga.
I'm not ready!
I'm not ready either.
No one's ready.
But hey, I'm just glad we're back to have a proper send-off, because we kind of went quietly into the night.
Radio silence, literally,
yeah,
and figuratively.
People were like, what happened? What happened? But hey, we're back. So you guys, you get closure.
We're back! No, we're not. But closure is important, according to my therapist. So we did have to come back for one last little tirade through everything, emotionally speaking. And Smash has been nothing but an emotional roller coaster on Twitter and everywhere else. And for me, and for you, and for... Yeah, oh my God, there's so much to go over.
So much to go over.
Gracious.
And we're just going to jump into it. We're going to transition to the mailbag. We actually had a bunch of people write in. Some anonymous, some people left their names.
Some people we should not have given anonymity. You have some brave souls in your asks. That's for damn sure.
Hey, that's what happens when you try to get questions from all avenues. Some people are going to say some things, but hey.
Electric Avenue did not spare us. That's for certain. But a mailbag was such a good idea because that's just like the most communicative thing you can have with the people that are actually listening for that one last time. If anybody is going to be listening for closure, it's going to be people that wanted to talk to us in the first place.
Exactly.
This is good. This is cute. This is adorable. I'm so excited. So, okay. You want me to lead into it?
Yeah.
All right.
Start us off.
So question number 1, from the GOAT himself, that's right, Thrillho, the database, the Ganondorf Dark King of Data. He has his question first. Not a question, but a huge thank you, he says. The best part of Smash communities are the individuals like you that put so much care, work, and personal time for the love of the scene into the game. You two have left your mark and a positive impact on the DFW Smash scene and beyond. It was an honor to have shared the mic with two of my favorite people, and I will cherish every pun and laugh. I wish y'all nothing but the best for whatever comes your way. Okay, a question, actually.
There is a question.
There is a question at the end. Past the tears. Which Smash character would have the most interesting podcast, and why would it be Kirby? Why would it be Kirby?
Kirby's podcast would be awful. He would just inhale the mic.
Just Poyo?
Poyo.
Eat the mic?
Eat the mic, it's over.
Digestion ASMR, peristalsis down the digestive tract of a god.
Yeah.
I think that could be interesting in its own strange biological niche sort of way.
I think it could be. I mean, there's a podcast for everything. But yeah, thank you.
If he swallowed it, we would give the mic to Marks and everybody else he ate. There's a whole universe in
I love
there.
how your brain works sometimes.
My God.
You're like... Wait, this could actually be amazing.
It could actually be kind of goated, I'm not going to lie. But thank you, Thrillho. You were like a quintessential part of this podcast, especially on those times when, like, I remember when Dare was sick that one time. And then I roped in Thrillho and Jace, and that was like one of the most fun podcasts ever. And I cannot get over the fact that, like, somebody who, is he even on the PR panel anymore?
He's done everything.
His finger's in the pulse.
Yeah, commentated, tournament organized, inputted data for bracket, done PR, social media, helped us out on the podcast,
Like, that other Ganondorf is like, what is his name? MGN or something? Like, has like these ridiculously in-depth, like, character analysis charts because he's trying to get Ganondorf to fight them better.
Yeah.
But then as a result, you're like, but what if I had more tools than that? And then it becomes useful for the entire community. They just, like, they get it. They look into the game harder than anybody else because they need to make Ganondorf work. It's a beautiful thing.
Look into the game and to the community. Thank you so much, Thrillho, for all the help. Also,
we love you, Thrillho!
Thank you, Jace and Cheeks. They also helped a bunch on the podcast. Bird and Hippo and all of our guests that were on multiple times. You guys, appreciate y'all.
And shout out to Tweak. Oh my God, the intro and outro. You just heard it. It's immortalized in my soul.
Yeah, Fleek, thank you so much for the music. Chris, Delp, thank you. But yeah, we'll do more thank yous at the end. We're going to get back to the questions. Question number 2, Tanner asks, hope y'all are having a great podcast.
We are.
What is y'all's favorite memory regarding DFW Smash as a whole? Could it be Smash 4, Ult, or anything else? It's a pleasure sharing a scene of both of y'all. Hope it's a great last episode.
It's going to be great, Tanner. It's already great because of people like you and Thrillho. Dare you lead the charge on this one. Do you have anything specific in mind? You want me to go first?
I've had a lot of memories, but there's this one Harvest House that was like 15 degrees.
House.
And we were all like playing doubles, and then like the space heaters weren't working.
Oh no!
And we were all like freezing our butts off because it was an outside tournament.
Was there any gloves involved? Did anybody have gloves on?
Someone brought hand warmers that came in clutch, but I just remember like I don't know, something about like when you have adversity as a group, you like bond.
Yeah.
And that like will
Trauma bonding.
just forever stick with me. That night, just like shivering, but it's everyone else shivering. We're just all there for our love of Smash and the community.
God, like the fact that you can keep it alive with the heat of passion alone and no other heat whatsoever. I don't think it's going to keep you alive, but it'll keep the scene alive. And can you believe I've never been to a Harvest House? I still,
Really?
to this day, it doesn't exist anymore, obviously.
Yeah.
It's a Smash tournament
I thought
scene,
you
but
went back
I heard
in
it was
the day.
goated. I heard it was awesome. I should have gone. Man.
It was a lot of fun. Definitely, it was like, you know, set the kind of like the prototype Freeplay, the bar atmosphere, you know?
Yeah,
Because
like-
Freeplay didn't do tournaments back then.
It was like the first, along with what was that other bar that was like right nearby?
I don't. Game
Was it an arcade
Changers?
bar? Yeah, it was Game
yeah.
Changers. Game Changers and Harvest House. Man, Freeplay's predecessors. We gotta give it up to the goats in the past. Like our ancestors deserve that respect too. My favorite memory, however, is at Low Tide City when everybody made a game out of Sora's spells.
Oh my
That
God.
was so
hilarious.
gosh darn funny. I could not believe my ears. It was so good. They were like, how do you make the most fun? You make your own fun.
Yeah.
You can make it in 15-degree weather. You can make it in the most boring matchup of all time. You can do it. You can make it fun, except with Steve.
I think it was Burr that was leading like the chants in the crowd.
Oh, yeah.
He's getting everyone to say like fire.
Fire! But then, like, what really blew my brains out was the next scene when, like, he switched to Olimar and they went, wait, this can still work. And then they kept going with, like, the fire whenever the fire pigment got thrown and the ice whenever the blue one got thrown. It was genius. It was just the collective hive mind brain cell of the entirety venue. It was so funny and so cool and so wholesome and, oh my God. What a freaking time. I can't wait to go to the last Low Tide City.
I can't wait either.
I'm tired of all this finality. The last podcast,
I know.
the last Low Tide, they're trying to kill me here. My heart hurts.
It's Smash Ultimate, you know, it's late game meta.
It's like game meta. For real. Can't wait for Smash 6. That's not happening. Captain Awesome asks, my question is, have either of you played Naruto Clash of Ninja 2 for the Nintendo GameCube? It's the best game ever made, and I spend many sleepless nights wondering how they cooked so hard. Thank you. Yes, I have. And that game is so ludicrously well done, and the graphics are so good, the cinematics are actually better than the anime sometimes.
Really?
It is such a goddamn good game, and I mained Rock Lee, and I still do. I'm
Lee?
still pissed. They gave Rock Lee, like, I think he had 2 different outfits in that game. He had, like, the Genin outfit and the Chunin outfit, too.
Okay.
He
So
had
is it like an
options.
anime fighter or platform fighter or
It's like one of those
traditional
arena
fighter?
fighters, like one of the ones that you usually don't look forward to. Like every anime is doomed to have a like failed arena fighter, right? Like the MHA one, that one sucked. The Jujutsu Kaisen one came out recently. That one looks like trash, and everybody is not going to spend a dime on it. But Naruto Clash of Ninja set the standard when it comes to arena fighting anime brawlers. It had almost the entire cast of the show, and all of them were made with love and care, and it was so fun. It was ludicrous. Yes, I've played that game. Yes, I appreciate that game. I appreciate you. If you have it, oh my God, we need to play. Let's have a Naruto Ultimate Ninja Clash
Side
tournament.
bracket.
We need to. There was also like that 2D Naruto game that I can't remember the name of, but it was equally good. It was like Smash Brothers, but it was just Naruto characters instead.
Okay, I'll have to
was
try it
2D.
out.
It was
I'll
awesome.
let your enthusiasm carry that question.
You
'cause
don't
I
know how good
haven't
this game
played
is.
it, and I've like
If you aren't
not
into
a fan of Naruto.
you probably won't give a shit. It was a damn good game.
Yeah.
They did not need to go that hard for Naruto.
That's great to hear. But this next question I am super passionate about. Froki asks, what is your favorite Game Boy Advance game and why?
Ooh.
Fire Emblem. I have beaten that game, I kid you not, 20 times.
Oh my God.
I love it so much that I hate every other Fire Emblem game because it's not.
So which Fire Emblem is it?
The one on Game Boy Advance with Lynn, Eloyd, and Hector. So
Lynn is all I needed to hear, honestly.
I bought that game because I loved Marth and Roy in Melee, and Fire Emblem came out right after Melee, and I'm like, oh, Roy's going to be here.
Oh my God, so their
And he
marketing
wasn't.
strategy worked?
Because Fire Emblem 6 had Roy, and that was Japanese only. Fire Emblem 7 has Roy's father, Eloyd,
They look
who looks
exactly
just
the
like
same.
Roy.
It made
And I was
about
like,
me.
it's Roy. Why are they calling him Eloyd? I'm like, maybe he changes his name later on after a dramatic
Oh my God,
anime
after
moment.
dramatic amana. Yep. That
Yeah.
would be the moment.
I love that game. It is the best strategy game ever made. The story's great. The characters are great.
The finality of the characters
I've read
dying
so
and never
much
coming back.
fanfic about the couples in that game.
That's like half the
So
content of the
much.
game, honestly. Some games, it's just like going and like reading fanfic afterwards is part of the experience. It's like additional dialogue. Because the people that write these fanfictions are so in tune with what the characters like.
Yeah.
They're it's insane. They better be writing books out there. They better be
There's
advertising.
some good stuff, and I really like Lynn is a character. She was one of the first characters that
I
I
like her character
encountered
design.
that was like mixed race, and I like really related to that because it was kind of more rare like 20 years ago or so.
Yeah, at least to be talked about.
Yeah,
It wasn't
yeah.
the forefront of conversation.
Definitely was not, but I was like, oh, she's just like me for real.
I like Lynn's thighs. Moving on. So Game Boy Advance, let me think. I think I really liked this one game called Demi Kids. It was part of the Shin Megami Tensei series, which is where Persona's monsters came from. So like the Persona series and Shin Megami Tensei go hand in hand. But it was like a monster tamer, kind of like a Pokemon game, but it was like kind of more edgy.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it was really fun. And there was like a fusion mechanic where you could like put the monsters together. And like a lot of the fusions made absolutely no sense. But then like, there would be that one time when you like put them together and they just combine into something that actually looks like you put them together on screen. And I'm like,
That's great.
it was so cool.
Have you done that Pokemon combining thing online?
Oh my
Where
god,
you
Pokemon
put-
Fusion?
Yeah.
It's literally that. Like, I mean, Pokemon Fusion is what I dreamt Demi Kids to be.
Yeah.
And there's so many dreams coming true when it comes to like fan-made games now. Like the sprite art in that game, so many volunteers and so many references,
That's
so many
awesome.
memes, so many everything. Pokemon Fusion is like the absolute pinnacle of Pokemon fan games. I need to play that game. I've
Yeah,
just
I'll
been
play it
obsessed with like the
too.
playthroughs and like the fusions on like YouTube Shorts. Mm-hmm. Those go crazy.
Yeah, it goes deep.
There was this one with like Wigglytuff fusions, and they fused it with everybody, and every single one of them was a banger. It was so cool. But yeah, Demi Kids, or predictably Pokemon. I'm a huge fan.
Not surprised at all. But okay, next question. From one pink puffball to the other, Bluke asks, if Kirby is so powerful, how come he can't gain the power of more than 2 Smash characters at once? I'm pretty sure 1 billion lions could beat up Kirby. He can't eat them all.
Enough with the lions, and yes, he can.
Yes, he can.
Of course, he can. He wouldn't even need like the cannon fruit for that, like the what is it called, like the hyper fruit or something.
Yeah.
Where you can just like suck up literally anything. He has an infinite universe inside of him.
Literally.
No lions could fill that up. It's crazy. And
Yeah.
besides, Kirby can gain the power of more than 2 Smash characters at once.
He can?
Himself.
Oh.
And whoever he swallows, but I guess that is just 2.
Yeah. Look, they like nerfed him in Smash. Okay.
No, wait. Kirby could like swallow somebody with a copy ability. And then technically he has 2 Kirby's worth of power. And then 1 character, so that's 3 right there.
Math checks out.
Speaking.
Math
Basic
checks out.
arithmetic dictates that is enough power for the rest of us. But yeah, they nerfed the hell out of him in Smash Brothers.
Yeah.
There's all those tier lists that are like, who's the most like canonically powerful?
We've talked about this before, and it's
have.
Kirby
It's
by
Kirby.
far. Okay,
He's a god.
I got to the end of Kirby in the Forgotten Land. He would destroy every single Smash character. They all team up against him. I don't care if Sephiroth can destroy like a galaxy. Kirby
wouldn't
can
matter.
swallow the universe.
Like, Sephiroth's power is like Final Fantasy VII Rebirth just came out. Oh my god, I'm watching the playthrough right now. But Sephiroth is linked like intrinsically and inseparably to the life stream of the planet. Kirby could eat the planet. You're done. You're done, kid.
Yeah, Bluke. He's the most powerful. End of discussion.
He just wants to have a good time with his friends. If even Kirby's there for anything but laughs and giggles, I got bad news for you. Jared Modai is the next question, the goat of all time. Ex-TO of Ganon's Gauntlet, if those are
Oh,
not
yeah, I
familiar
remember.
or uninitiated. And their question is, Dear Pink Pins and Miss Dare, are there any memorable venues, good or bad, that stuck with you? I had thoughts about venues after venturing to different games, but nothing beats Yu-Gi-Oh! And the YMCA-type gym for me. Wow, that sounds awesome. Would love to hear any fun stories. Thanks for the podcast. That sounds dope as
Yeah,
hell.
that sounds. Well, look, I'd hate to just prop up Freeplay even more, but Freeplay Fort Worth, the rooftop.
Yo, like the fairy lights and everything.
Yeah, like-
on a night with the best weather, like in the middle of
Yes.
spring, nothing beats it. That's for
Like,
sure.
I just really like outside Smash, I guess, when it's nice, not when
Yeah.
it's like 100 degrees.
I mean, you liked Harvest House regardless.
Yeah.
It didn't need to be good weather for that. You're like, this is my favorite memory.
Yeah, that's
was
true.
misery.
It was misery, but Freeplay Fort Worth, we didn't go on the rooftop all the time. So the times we did, man,
Oh,
the view, the weather, the vibes,
it was resplendent.
the Tiki Hut drinks.
Oh yeah, when the bar was like online. Oh my god, those are the worst bracket performances of my life, but that was the best nights of my life. That's for damn sure. Man, Freeplay Fort Worth.
Yeah, that was fun. The staircase was a little dangerous for some people after a couple
I have
drinks.
some bruises, for sure. Some shin-related bruises. Devastating, tragic. But if there's one venue I want to shout out, since Jared asked the question, Ganon's Gauntlet, Jared. Oh my God. No place was homier, more accommodating, more like fledgling, more grassroots. Everybody there was always there for the learning experience and for each other. And that was an atmosphere that I can never match again, honestly. Redline's venue was also very good.
Oh, yeah.
Back in the day when they were like competing with one another. Redline was good. It was like, it had a whole aesthetic to it. It was called Redline and the whole venue was red. And there was lines everywhere. Wow. On brand. But
Yeah.
I do miss that venue a lot.
We love when someone is on theme. Okay.
Dedicated to the bit.
Y'all seen how we dress. We very much...
The aesthetic matters just as much as the
and we'll take that
performance.
aesthetic so far to the extreme some say, but hey, it works out.
You're wearing the Freeplay hoodie and you had to shout out a Freeplay venue, so we're on brand.
With
is
my
what we're meaning to
Freeplay
say.
water bottle.
You should see the like cool ass like streetwear, trip pants, Legend of Zelda aesthetic that Dare came in with today. My God. Stand up, actually. You're on video. Stand up.
Oh, yeah.
Stand up. Rise. Power, wisdom, and courage. This is what the aesthetic is all about. With the matching earrings to boot, Jace would be proud.
Yeah, shout out to Jace.
Shout out to Jace. Jace with the crop top aesthetic. The Mountain View crop top. The Mountain Dew crop top.
Mountain View,
Yes.
that's something else.
That's a city in California. I'm sure they drink a fair share of Mountain Dew. That's probably like the city drink.
Oh man, we're getting a little off track.
We are.
Let's get back to the questions. Number 7, Izoyoy. Sorry, I always say your name wrong every
Easy
week.
yoy.
I've figured this out since coming to you. I think I might have some kind of pronunciation dyslexia or something.
Well, you know what? The podcast seems to have corrected that.
The
viciously.
podcast, I think it comes off as cute and charming, but
Hell yeah.
when I'm announcing people's names in bracket, I'm like,
You're like, this is not my job, actually, but easy yoy.
Yeah.
What song do you usually listen to clear up your mind, or anytime you're feeling stressed out? What do you do? What's your
it's
go-to?
like the most like boomer white lady pick.
I'm so
but
excited.
Some
What is
Anya in the bathtub.
Perfection.
Was
Do you have
the
a glass of
only time-
wine, too? Is it a bubble bath?
There's bubble bath. There's no wine, but
How classic.
it's classic for a reason. Mm-hmm. That whole like I don't know. There's like this late '90s, early 2000s like new age, like very relaxing, like boomer bathtub vibes. I think Spotify would call the playlist.
True. They also have like YouTube videos dedicated explicitly to it with like included ambiance of splishy splashes
Yes.
and reductoins.
Yeah, but that's it for me. That always like relaxes me.
For me, it's like let's see, like ambient video game and anime soundtracks.
Oh.
I have like a whole playlist dedicated to this on my Spotify and on YouTube. 2 separate playlists, but like they're explicitly for like studying and for atmospheric work getting done music.
I have one of those too. Bomberman 64,
Ooh.
Blue Resort Island.
That's exactly the kind of shit I'm talking about. No, yeah. Like when it comes to like just those soundtracks that kind of serve as like a backdrop for whatever you're doing. It can like kind of change the atmosphere of whatever you're like
Yeah.
taking up your time with. It's like the music alone will like fix the vibe even if it's like a drudgery of a task. It doesn't matter.
Exactly.
It's awesome.
And it's like sometimes like no lyrics is helpful, especially when you're like doing work,
Dude, I get so distracted so easily. Like if I'm trying to like have a thought and if any lyrics are involved, it's impossible. It's an impossibility. ADHD is a real plight in this modern age, and I am not gonna have it. So, the beautiful, pure, lyricless masterpieces of yore. That is my go-to when it comes to that.
Love that answer. Hey, don't worry about getting distracted because you have me to keep you on track.
Thank God, because now we have a countdown for the first time we've ever done this podcast, and it's a countdown to the final end of all. So please, next question.
Next question. Skits ask top 5 heroes and villains of DFW.
Whew. Top 1, Lima. That's the biggest villain and hero of
He
DFW.
went from the villain to the hero,
Exactly.
kind of, which is kind of crazy.
Like a rise of an anti-hero.
Yeah, that's a great answer. I mean, it kind of just comes down to like character choices, because like everyone in DFW is like a pretty chill guy.
It does matter. Like,
Yeah.
character choice really does dictate the way you're going to be perceived in this scene.
But
Like, when it
like-
comes to Thrillho, a villain. Even though he's our hero, he's a villain in the end.
Me and Thrill talked about this before. We're like, no, we're NPCs. We're cool with that.
But you're like the guiding NPC. You're like the tutorial NPC.
The tutorial.
You're like the ones that get people their start. The ones that
I
get them
love
on that
that.
guidance. They get them that first experience into a tournament, and they're the ones that give you the advice.
Can I be like an innkeeper at a small JRPG like town?
That is exactly what you are.
I love that.
You're just
so
at a
much.
free play bar instead. For the uninitiated, you tell them where to go. You let them know what's up. You let them know how the sets work, how the counterpicking system works. Always confusing, always different at every venue. Sheesh. But I think Skits is a hero. Skits is a hero for
Skits
sure.
is a hero. People might hate Wario, but in DFW, Wario is as honest as they come.
Like skits, like Super Saiyan skits. That is a whole saga in itself. That was its own character.
Super
arc.
Saiyan skits. I would say Bert the Dragon's a hero.
He is the hero. I think that's my top one hero, honestly. Bert the Dragon, how many pounds is he down now? Like 100 and something? He like did all that. He's gonna look like Captain Falcon by the end of his journey. He's gonna just become Captain Falcon. And he has the spirit of Captain Falcon.
Yes.
With a name like Bert the Dragon, he's the jolliest motherfucker in the scene. That is a hero right there. But when we think about like villains, who's a villain? Who are the people that we like root against? It would be DJ Dawn. That's a villain.
No, DJ Dawn.
His mischievousness, his boy-like wonder when it comes to the approach that he takes to the game, and he has no regard whatsoever for your dignity. That is a villain.
I mean, it's hard to play Steve and not be a villain.
That's true.
I think Yanni kind of embraced it at times.
Yeah, Yanni was a villain, but he became like the showmanship villain, like Megamind ass villain. Like he's like, it's all about presentation when it comes to being a villain, and he had like that amazing stream, still does. He's just taken that into like the more forefront of his career now, moved on, but he's still really good at the game. Because like naturally, you're just gonna want to booting up Smash on stream.
Fox is kind of a villain, like the villain of the week that like
I love that
messes with you and like,
he's like
has all
villain,
his tricks.
the lovable villain,
Yeah,
like the Team Rocket villain, like,
or like
he's not gonna like always beat you.
Pete
no.
from a Goofy Troop or something.
Yes.
DDD,
if DDD is rolling you, you're never gonna feel good about it, but the whole audience is gonna be erupted in laughter. I'm so sorry. Sometimes it's just like we have to give somebody up as a sacrifice to Fox each week for the views.
I think we're almost at 5. Cheeks, he's definitely a hero.
Yeah, Cheeks is a hero. He's just like Mr. Hard Work beats talent. He's
Like
Mr.
I play honorable characters.
Yes,
I play neutral.
He's honest. He plays neutral. It's always swords. I don't think that man's played anything but sword characters for the entirety of his career in Smash Brothers, and I think that is alone a feat of heroism.
One character he plays that doesn't have a sword is Palutena, and she has a shield.
Fair enough. Sword and shield.
Yeah.
This ain't Pokemon, but I don't know how many we wound up at, but
That's enough.
in summary, we love them all.
Yes.
Villains or heroes.
Great scene we have here.
Yeah. But moving on. Naysaya. Who
No,
do
you
you
skipped
want?
one.
Oh, I did? Oh, I'm so sorry. Hippo. That's a villain I was trying to skip. No. Hippo with the YouTube channel and everything. Like, he's done so much for the scene, but I can't be getting sidetracked on Hippos. Like, shilling. But one more shill. Subscribe to hippoyoutube.com. Moving on. Will you be back for Smash 6? I love how I started the podcast with that.
Yeah. I was like, keep it for the question area.
So true.
I probably will. I don't know if I'll be as into it, but I love Smash. It's like maybe my favorite series of all time. It's like kind of the only game I play competitively.
Yeah.
I guess I'm pretty good at Mario Kart.
Yeah.
But,
you are really good at Mario Kart. A lot of
but-
people that play Smash are good at Mario Kart. Think about Austin Air Dodge out there.
Yeah, I feel like I'm good at all Nintendo games, but Smash is just like, I don't know. I could never see myself playing another fighting game just because I didn't grow up with them, really.
That's true.
Like, I'm good at Smash, or like okay at Smash because of all the platformers I've played.
Yeah. Like, that's like a whole different, like, section of the brain.
Yeah.
That takes up. I think, like, fighting games traditionally are more of a memorization game.
Yeah,
Like,
I had
muscle
to
memory
like
deal.
learn the fighting game stuff. Like the platforming came very naturally, but the fighting game stuff I was like, oh yeah, I need to condition people, and instead of just jumping around.
The mind games, yeah. But the platforming, overall, like, the movement of Smash Brothers is what, like, initiates people to it so easily.
Yeah.
It's so easy to understand, and when you look at it, it's just like, there's so much space and so much things you can do with all that space. But, like, with a regular fighting game, it's just forward and backward, baby.
Yeah, we go forwards and we go backwards. But yeah, I think I'll be back. I don't know about the same like capacity, but definitely will always be like.
I'll be
playing
back.
Smash.
I'll be fiending for PR. I'll be coming for all of you. Every last neck in this scene is gonna get cut by the softest, pinkest. She's gonna be in the next game. If there is a next game, Jigglypuff is a shoo-in. She is an OG 12 secret character, and she's always the first you unlock in every Smash game. If Jigglypuff's back, I'm back. It's that simple. But when it comes to oNAIR, I would like oNAIR to be back. If Smash 6 comes out, it's a promise. But in an official capacity, maybe not. I'll guarantee what I can, and that is I will be on a microphone for whatever reason. That is what I would be so happy about. I would love to commentate Smash 6.
I
But
would
for now-
too. I love being on the mic. Love being on the mic with you. But yeah, Smash 6, I think we'll be back. But speaking of Smash 6, Naysaya asked, who do you want cut from the next Smash game?
Steve, next question.
Honestly, like, I think Smash needs, like, a Thanos snap.
We do.
Like there's
knock out
too
half
many
the roster.
characters. There's too many gimmicks.
Yeah.
There's too many matchups to learn.
Yeah.
It's just, I don't know. I feel like Brawl, the roster size there, is kind of great for a fighting game.
Pretty solid. But I think Smash 4 was like skewing
Smash
the
4 is
line a little bit.
skewing, especially when DLC got added. But in this game, it's just like, I know, it's
half the
hard to
game.
retain all the information.
Yeah, half of the victories you see coming of upsets and stuff is usually just somebody is using this character that I haven't seen in a year.
Yeah, it's really hard for pros too because you have to just always be like playing to always understand which character is gonna do what. Because I don't know, it's so much information. I would hope that we lose at least half the roster.
Yeah, I think it's just like past the human capacity to maintain that much information, that much complexity, and that many gimmicks, and that many like different game plans. It's just like a little too much. Like you can like but to some degree like notice the similarities between characters and kind of intuit your way through it. But at some point, like there's going to be that one crack-headed option that only Duck Hunt has that you're not going to be ready for, and it's that simple.
Yeah, and you can like just not like those matchups. Speaking of, our next question, EO1 asks, which Smash character do you absolutely hate fighting the most? Doesn't have to be from Ultimate.
Okay, let's just like cut Steve from this question entirely. We already know it's the obvious answer. It's just not a good time. But
yeah.
like I really appreciate the technical skill that goes into it, and I love I like watching it when it comes to like the crazy clips that people end up getting.
The clips. I like watching the
Fs,
clips, not
Ls,
the matches.
Not the matches. Not the entire match, but the clips go crazy. And Yanni, he was always doing some crack stuff. Yeah, like the creativity is there if you want it to be, but if you want it to be boring and you want to like stall them out, you can, and most of them do.
A
so
cola.
It sucks. But yeah. Other than that, like what's your personal like vendetta character? Who do you hate?
I don't know. I have just Steve I hate, and I also hate Bayo. Just I feel like they both just made their games worse, and they don't play the game that I play.
Yeah.
People know this. I don't like Hero at all. Gives me like anxiety, like
Man.
really bad.
It's stress.
I like my heartbeat goes to like 200.
It's a fight or flight response, and it's usually flight.
And I just have bad luck, so that's up there. Besides those, I don't know. I mean, I really don't like a lot of characters that just play their own game.
Yeah.
I like fighting characters like Captain Falcon.
Yeah.
Or Marth. Like very normal characters.
Interactive characters.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ones that have like a game plan, but you know, it's not going to be one that's keeping you at bay and making you not play the game. If their game plan is centered around them playing the game instead of you not playing the game,
Them playing a different game.
it's nice. Yeah. Like, let me think. Like, when I think about characters that I just hate the most, it's probably like Sora. Not a fan of Sora. Just not a fan of Sora. And then like that stalling tactic on the stage.
Stalling is lame.
Oh my god, I'm just like, at this point, I just want to put the controller down, and they go, oh, don't put it down, if you're still playing the game. No, we're not playing the game anymore.
Yeah, you're playing something else.
And then there's characters like, maybe like, ice climbers. Because like,
They've been lame in every game.
They're really cool, but they're also lame as hell. It doesn't make any sense to me. But like the point is that I'll never learn the matchup. It's impossible. I don't see enough of them to be able to learn it. And when I do, I get like some kind of crackhead breakneck infinite done to me. And it's glorious, and I'll put it on Twitter to get you the recognition you deserve. I did. I remember it got, what is his name? Prince Demo. I put a clip of him infiniting me on twitter.com, and he has taken that gimmick to the bank and back.
Those
Good
are
for
just
him.
like the combos. I don't know. Those are the type of combos I just don't like also.
Or the ones that are just inescapable. It's not interactive.
Where I'm just like, I feel like a training mode dummy. Like I like the combos like where it's like you read the opponent 3 times. Like maybe you did like 3 hits in a row that were true.
Yep.
But then you read them 3 times. So you did 9 hits in a row, but you had 3 reads, you know?
Yeah.
Those are like the combos
I don't like fighting Rob either.
Yeah, I mean,
He's like a little more doable than most.
I don't
but,
like fighting Gyro more than Rob.
That's it. That's like it's part of the character. I don't
Yeah.
like Gyro as a concept, and like it always feels like no matter how far ahead of him I get, I'm always gonna get like 0 to death at some point.
I feel that.
Yeah.
But
Luigi is fine.
Luigi's fine. But yeah, that's enough of hatred. Let's go to
Back to the positivity.
Positivity.
Leave it on a high note, please.
Yes.
All right. So. Lightning Cam asks if Smash.
No, you
I'm so sorry. I did it again. Forgive me. Kenny G. Is that the question we're on?
Yeah,
okay.
number 12.
Kenny G. Baby. What is your favorite episode of the podcast? Wow, that's a good
That's hard to
question.
pick.
There were some real good ones in there.
Yeah, I really enjoyed all the ones with all of our returning guests, you know, Thurlow, Bert, Jace, Hippo.
I like the ones that had the most people. When we had most people in the recording booth, it was just a disaster.
5 people.
Yes.
I think we did a couple
When
times.
Cheeks was there, oh, that was so fun.
Cheeks was great.
That was so funny.
the
Throw
one-
was there, Jace was there, Cheeks was
Yeah.
there. What a disaster. That
Disaster,
recording
but
was a mess, and I
so
loved every minute.
fun.
God, and I loved Tweak and Zay. That was like such an enriching podcast.
You mean Fleek and say?
Like, oh, forgive me.
I never had the Tweak Talks crossover. They missed out, you know.
For real, though. I forgot they even had a podcast. That's crazy. But yeah, Fleek and Zay, that was a really enriching podcast. I feel like we learned a lot about a lot in that podcast.
It was definitely like, you know, a kind of a different angle for Smash. That's what like we tried to do for a lot of our podcasts.
Like figure out what the people are up to.
Yeah, get them like, you know, talk about Smash, but also what they're interested in. I really like the Duelim podcast because I feel like that's kind of when we came together. Like the first few episodes, they weren't rough, but we hadn't necessarily found our voice yet.
Yeah.
And that episode, you know, we like really bounced off each other really well.
We had enough in common.
Yeah, everything was flowing. We had like good like balance of me and you talking and then our guest talking.
And Burr, oh my God, Burr, he was so in control of the podcast when he was on. Like, he got on and he just knew what he was doing. Like, he knew the flow. He knew
he was media trained.
Us. He was media trained, yeah. He got me on track like he was my manager. It was crazy. He was just like so eloquent on the microphone. It was crazy. It was really like interesting to see that side of him because like ordinarily he's just like too chill or too busy.
Yeah, that one's great. There's so many. I love them all, but those are the ones that come to mind for us.
They stick out. Oh, Bert the Dragon too. I loved having him on. That was so cool. When we were like doing it over Discord.
He was pretty much a third host.
Like, literally, yeah. He was
I think
so
he
good.
might have had, I don't know, Thrillo and Jace were on a bunch, but Bert might have the most appearances. I think he was at like 4 or 5.
I really liked having Bert the Dragon on. It's a shame that like the only reason like some of the Bert podcasts don't make it to the top of the list immediately is because we were like wrestling with Discord. Like devastating. We figured it out. We edited it to sound better. Trust me, it was a lot of production involved in that endeavor. But it was like nonetheless a pleasure.
A pleasure indeed. But yeah, that's all the podcasts that come to mind. All right, back to the questions. Lightning Cam ask, if Smash 6 is a reboot with new movesets for veteran characters like Samus, Ganondorf, and Sonic, but cuts a good amount of character, what's the roster size you would want or hope for? And what character would you want a moveset remake the most?
We were already kind of talking about this, but that's a dream come true, first of all. That would be amazing. I want Ganondorf to act like Ganondorf.
Yeah, I think the answer for a lot of us is Ganon.
Yeah.
I don't think they've done enough to change him. Like they gave him a sword, but they gave him like only for Smash tags.
We just need that float. We need that
float.
We need that float. Give him that float.
A reflector. We need like
give him cannon abilities.
Some cannon abilities.
Make him turn into a pig.
He's a
make him turn into a pig. I want Beast Cannon. Other than the final Smash, make him turn into a pig for his Smash.
Side B.
That'd be so hype as hell. But stuff like that, like overhauls to characters like that, more love put into like the thought behind a character's moveset and the balancing of that. That would be so flipping cool. And I'd be down to like have the roster shrink to almost nothing, honestly.
Yeah, like 30, 40.
Yeah, like 30 or 40 is like a good Brawl number, right? I think that would be like between Brawl and Smash 4 if I
think that's
the numbers correctly.
Definitely less than 50.
Yeah, but like that would be amazing. But even like if we brought it all the way down to like Smash 64 levels of like character specificity, like 12 characters, like Rivals of Aether style. Think about how processed, think about how perfectly balanced that game is.
That's true. You can like definitely do some more like, you know, ironing out stuff when there's like less characters.
Yeah, they always, like with Rivals of Aether. But again, I'm just really excited for this game. It's coming out this year. Rivals 2. Oh my God, I'm so excited.
I'll have to play it.
I'm gonna be a Rivals commentator then. It's gonna be so cool. But the fact of the matter, and the way that they design all those characters is just they're all so ridiculously unique, all so processed, all so well thought out and ironed out and perfectly. Like, it all comes together with, like, one specific gimmick for each character. Like, Absa has the clouds, and you can do a million things with the cloud. And then you have, like, the, like, Zetterburn, like, burn mechanic that goes crazy. And then, like, there's a Peach character that just came out that has a bow and arrow, and she has Peach's float. Crazy shit. But all of them have, like, something that's broken, but then you have your own broken thing. And you get to interact with that, and that's the coolest thing in the world to me. And I think that would be the ideal for Smash.
Yeah, that sounds fun. Like, yeah, so I guess that's our answer.
Yeah.
Lightning Cam, great question.
Like 20 characters, I'd say.
Yeah.
I think that'd be good.
Grace and Glory also has a question about characters. What else do you think they could have done with the whole Echo Fighter concept?
Oh my God, they didn't add Shadow. I can't believe they didn't add Shadow. It was right there. Knuckles was right there. All the Sonic cast, the entire cast of Sonic of any game, they all have the same body and the same head. It's different hair and colors. It was so easy. It was right there. I'm so pissed.
Oh my God.
Sonic specifically, that's my answer.
Getting worked up.
Ugh.
Really?
I was so ready.
Mic could handle.
Where is Shadow? He was, like literally, it's the exact same model. They just needed to twist up some spikes and make him have a different run animation.
I'm mad about Shadow. I'm mad about, like, Dixie Kong.
Dixie Kong!
My girl.
Low-hanging fruit.
Lynn.
Banana.
Lucina.
Lynn would have been so cool.
Just get rid of Lucina and put Lynn in, actually. But yeah, there's a lot we could have done. I mean, they could have made the characters, differentiated them more.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like
Pit and Dark Pit are still the same guy.
yeah, Dark Samus and Samus and
That's
Peach and Daisy.
even less difference there, and then Peach and Daisy are literally 1 for 1. Like, we tried to pretend like there was a difference in like turnip mechanics or something.
angles.
It was ridiculous. It's the same girl. It's just
Yeah.
like more spunk in one of them. Like, there was so much they could have done with like DLC and so many different Pokemon they could have put over other Pokemon. Like, there was just so much lost potential there.
So
I don't know
much
why.
lost
Why didn't they do
potential.
it? Why didn't they do it?
I don't know. The Echo Fighters and the costuming.
Costumes. Oh my god, that would have been so cool. Just like let your character have a little hat.
I love little hats.
Even that would have been awesome. Just a little hat. Little hat. Kirby's like, I have little hats. I'm like, not you.
Oh
We need
my
other little
God.
hats in the game.
I love little guys with little hats.
We need more costumes. We need more Echo Fighters. That was just a gold mine. If they had made it like DLC of the entire cast as one Echo Fighter per character, oh my god, that would have like extended the life of Smash for a decade.
Yeah, but Nintendo hates money.
Yeah.
But okay, next question. Same guy, Grace and Glory. What's your favorite pizza to eat while playing Smash?
I like Domino's. I was part of the Domino crew battle. I did not get selected for the cut of the team there. I was not good enough at the game at the time, but I am nonetheless passionate. I like Domino's pizza.
Ugh.
Ugh.
I'm sorry, I ate too much Domino's in college.
That's valid.
I think you need like something you can hold with one hand. You put down really quick.
Oh, yeah?
Some New York style,
Like the pizza tacos we're talking,
Pizza tacos.
as
yeah.
tradition dictates.
Yeah, or maybe like, I don't know, little tiny like square pizzas. Mm-hmm. You gotta be gaming.
No,
while
we need
you're
like,
eating.
yeah, the square pizzas. Oh
From-
my god,
from
like
back in the day?
elementary
Yeah,
school pizzas. That is the shit. Did you know you could just buy those in Walmart and they're like the size of an actual cookie sheet?
They won't taste the same.
They kind of do.
Okay,
I've had them.
I'm gonna
They
go
are
buy them
so good. It's the same magic, I swear to God.
All right, thank you, Grace and Glory. All right, Painkiller. I will try to give this justice. Do you wear wigs?
What?
Then will you wear wigs? Have you seen that clip?
Yeah, I've seen it. Only the funniest interview of all time. Like, he just lost his marbles.
Yeah, that's for Lord of the Rings. But we have both worn wigs before. Tyler more than me.
I've worn them very recently.
Yeah, very recently.
I wear a lot of wigs.
Big cosplayer. But thank you for that question. I don't even know if you wanted a real answer. You just wanted to say it.
They just wanted us to say it. That is the real answer. So, CRM is next. Most fun players to commentate and biggest up-and-comers in the scene. Biggest up-and-comers, I am completely off the pulse of this scene. I have no idea what's going on anymore.
Can DJ Don even count as an up-and-comer anymore?
You know, he's kind of like a full circle character arc at this point.
Yeah.
But he can count.
I feel like a lot of people I would have said are kind of around now.
It's just not really like the potential rising star kind of time in Smash
Rising
Brothers.
Star, shout out to White, a hero player. He's been like doing better.
You shouting out a hero player? That speaks volumes.
Well, he beat me in bracket, but yeah.
Oh, there you go.
I'm trying to think who else is on the come up. There's some Freaks Dallas people that they get better every week.
It feels like it's
shout out to
literally just
Froki.
it's like a rotation at this point, right? Like everybody in the scene is like just randomly getting good and then getting worse, and then one overtakes the other and then winds up shooting up and then shooting back down because the
Yeah.
others catch up. It's just a constant fluctuating scene, honestly.
That's true, but there are some like newer people that are like coming up. But
But who's the most
commentating,
fun? Yeah, who's the most fun?
I always liked commentating. Mars, shout out to my
Yeah.
Peachy bro.
Man.
Chef clips.
Chef clips? Oh, Chef is so fun to commentate. It doesn't matter who he's fighting or how he feels about it. It could be like his worst enemy and he already knows he's going to lose, but something ridiculously entertaining is going to happen. I like commentating Beastly a lot.
Beastly. Oh, Skinny the Pooh.
Skinny the Pooh is a menace. Like, oh my god. But like Beastly specifically, like every character he picks up is so fun to commentate, but like nothing will ever beat like he's down 2-0 already, and he pulled out the Incineroar.
Yeah.
That
His
blew
counter picks,
my brains out.
You get so hype.
He's
for
so hype.
The counter picks as a
like,
commentator.
his like alter ego, what was the
Beast
what was
Mode
his name?
Tarun.
Beast Mode Tarun, when he pulled out the Captain Falcon and just absolutely slaughtered the entire tournament, and Lima had to put him down. That's why Lima's a hero. That was the rise of the truest villain DFW has ever seen, Beast Mode Tarun. And God.
The cool villain that everyone likes, though.
Honestly, yeah. Like, he's like the likable one, the one that's honest about being evil. He's like, what? I serve myself. It's honest. It's real. It's like Bowser.
Right?
I'm into it. I like it. Man. And then, like, who else comes to mind immediately? I love commentating Lima, because, like, even if you know the person's gonna get slaughtered, it doesn't matter. Like Lima just makes it a show. Each
Yes.
and every time. Lima is all about the flair. For the theatric. Yes. Every time he'll find something to do to spice it up because he himself does not just want to sit there being bored. So he will entertain himself and therefore the audience.
He looks bored a lot.
He is bored a lot. I mean, when you're that good.
Yeah. But yeah, those are our answers for that. Next question. Sybil asks, Palu or Incineroar? This is just a meme. Look.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, because there is something about... I don't think any Palu player actually believes it. But people are like, oh, Incineroar is actually a better bracket character. And look,
I mean, statistically,
no. I know we downplay Palu. I am guilty of it, but she's definitely way better than Incineroar. It's not close.
I don't know, bro. I'm a believer. But like, I've always been an underdog character sort of player, honestly. I like watching and rooting for like those characters. When I think about like what SkyJ does to people, and what generally what Incineroar is capable of, like with Beast Mode Jeroen, with frickin' Beastly, and the way that Incineroar just saved him.
Yeah.
Like, it's like, yeah, he's slow. Yeah, he can just back you into a corner. He's a pretty good character, honestly.
Outside of his, like, slowness, yeah, he's really good. His frame data, better than Palu's.
And he just, like, walls you into the corner eventually, no matter how slow he is. And when he gets you there, he obliterates you at 60. So...
I think he's a good character.
Pretty damn good.
But I think Palu is still better.
I think Palu is, like, the character that's good all the time. And I think Incineroar is, like, has higher peaks and lower lows.
That's a good way to put it.
Yeah. He's like a burst character for sure. Yeah.
Burst
anyway,
burst versus...
Meme answer aside, we can move on. So, Galax 6, we're on that one, right? I'm not skipping another one. Okay, we're not. Favorite casual stage, favorite item in Casual Smash, favorite assist trophy, favorite Pokemon summonable. Okay, favorite casual stage first.
Delfino Plaza. I love Delfino.
That is a damn good stage. I like Hyrule Temple. Hyrule Temple is crazy.
Fight Club. Hyrule Fight Club.
Literally, when you go there, you know it's because everybody has stopped giving a shit about who's better than who.
I think I'm going to run that as a side event soon.
We should.
One stock. Heart containers on.
Oh, hell yeah.
You have to tech.
This is what it's all about. How long will this go on? It's like whoever gives up and walks away first is the loser. At that point, it's a war of attrition. So, next one is favorite item in Casual Smash. Pokeball.
Yeah.
I just like RNG elements like that.
Pokeball's great. I like the 64 Pokemon. I'm a Gen 1er. I'm a boomer. But
God, your music taste and Pokemon stuff.
The 64 items are so good.
They were really good, and the sound effects were really cute and satisfying.
Yes. Also, like, just the home run bat. Something about it is just so iconic.
It's iconic. It's like very Ness.
Yes,
very
that's
Ness.
why I like it.
You love Ness. And like when it comes to, I love how the sound effects in that game were designed. Like when you know how that rest is just like a slowed down, like super fast and like pitched up version of just a basic hit in Super Smash Bros. 64.
I didn't know that.
If you slow it down, it just sounds like whenever you got a hit, and it would be like, it's just that, but sped up. It's crazy. It's the exact same sound effect. It's just speedy. It's really funny, and it just sounds amazing.
Yeah, it definitely feels like, I don't know, there's something so charming about it.
It's like ludicrous, but yeah, Pokeballs for me. Favorite assist trophy?
Lynn.
Of course,
Easy
naturally.
Easy answer. She should be a character.
When I think of assist trophies, it's hard to even come up with like.
I just think of the 10 dogs, and I hate it.
Oh,
That's like the one I hate.
Worst assist trophy. That's our answer. We're like, let's forget the best ones, but like, I like the Skull Kid one, just because I'm happy to see Skull Kid in like a main Smash title.
Yeah, Lynn and Skull Kid, make them actual characters.
I really wanted them to be characters, man. Skull Kid was so close, and like Tweak would have picked him up and made it the most entertaining thing in all of Smash history.
Oh yeah, for
guaranteed.
Sure.
Instead, he picked up every other whatever. Anyway, so favorite assist trophy, favorite Pokemon summonable, favorite Pokemon.
Goldeen. No.
It is pretty funny when I see that.
It's so funny. I like Gen 1 Snorlax. It just kills everybody.
So classic.
So classic.
So simple. So good. I like Mew just because like it's like you barely even see it. I don't think I've ever even actually gotten it. I just like it's
You're
so
like,
mysterious and so cool. And I like the Ditto. It's Ditto. It's Ditto. I was glad they finally like followed through with like that whole legacy of like why don't they just put Ditto and then make it the other character? That'd be so cool. And then they did.
They did.
They had a little fun with it. They had a little fun. Ditto is not like just a Pokemon transform. You can turn into anything. Anything. And they're like, just make him transform into the opposing Pokemon in every game.
Lame.
Boring.
So
they didn't
boring.
do that in Smash. So interesting. So, yeah, that's our answer. So, next question. 20.
Kyle, this is not really a question. What do you think? DFW have a good player again? Shots fired.
Damn.
DFW has so many good players.
Damn.
You're one of them, Kyle.
Never. That's the answer. That's the true answer, honestly. Never.
Never. That's our answer.
Never again. It's over. pouring out.
But yeah, come on, man. There's so many good players. There's so many good players.
It's just that there's too many.
There's
so
too many good players.
All of us are just consistently beating each other at this point. Like, nobody can say they're good anymore. But they can also all say that they're all good at this point. Like, even Fox.
I guess, like...
Fox got PR.
It can be hard to feel great in DFW.
Yeah.
Because to be great, you have to consistently beat really high-level players.
You just be, like, world talent if you want to be, like, consistent.
Yeah.
DFW. If you're going to be, like, beating people on a consistent basis, you have to be like Lima, and that's it.
But we see, like, Lima, Shattuck, and Mudace all lose to, like...
randos.
DFW. Well, they're not, like, DFW players that are, like, on the edge of PR, you know?
Yeah.
Like, people that are ranked, like, 15 to 20.
Like, national randos.
Yeah. National randos, but we know them.
We know them.
Because we cover this scene for a podcast.
In fact, but no, yeah. That's the whole point, is that, like, even Mudace got 9th that one time at a regular Shockwave. That was crazy.
Yeah, that was crazy. So
I got
crazy.
top 8 at that Shockwave.
Yo!
I got top 8 at that Shockwave. Mudace got 9th. That was the peak of my Smash career, I'd say. A very low peak. But nonetheless, it's so cool.
All
so,
right.
Painkiller is back again for favorite movies, like 4 out of 5. 4 to 5 movies.
Real question this time.
It's a real one, yeah.
Lord of the Rings, I like it, but I wouldn't say it. So, according to my Letterboxd profile, shout out to Letterboxd.
What's all the data trackers? You're like, I don't need to think about it.
Zoolander.
Donnie
Darko.
Classic.
Princess Mononoke.
Oh, fuck yes. We had to put a Ghibli one in there. Everybody has a Ghibli in their top 5 somewhere.
Social Network.
Oh, also really good. I actually quite
And
enjoy it.
maybe I'm just high on spice, but Dune. Go see it. Go see it. Part
Go
1 and
get your
2.
worm on.
I'm combining it into one movie. If I could watch it.
Would you still love
6
me
hours
if I
in
was a
IMAX,
worm?
I would.
A really big worm with teeth.
Spoilers.
Oh, whatever. Anyway, so mine would be like, let me think, like Into the Spider-Verse. Oh my God, like Spider-Verse 2. Holy shit. I loved every minute of that film. Every frame of that film is a masterpiece. My Ghibli of choice would probably be Howl's Moving Castle or Totoro
Really?
for sentimental purposes.
Not Spirited Away or Princess Mononoke?
I proposed in cosplay of
Oh, okay, yeah. That's never mind.
Yeah, it's for sentimental values, but like cinematically speaking, Spirited Away obviously beats it because like Howl's Moving Castle, it just doesn't follow any of the rules of plot or movies. It's just kind of a mess, but it's a pretty boy, and that's all I care about. So
you are him.
Yep. And then beyond that, let me think. Like it was a really good movie. It was Parasite, that one like
Parasite's
Korean
great.
flick. It was an amazing
Won
movie.
Best Picture.
Had like the best like possible message imaginable, and it was so like it broke my neck. It was such a good movie. Movies like that. Let me think. Was there any others? Anime flicks. Your Name is a classic choice. You ever seen Your Name?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God! Like it does not need to be an anime fan at all to watch Your Name and bawl your eyes out. It was just an absolutely miraculous film. Had the best, most like tear jerker, but also like absolute disaster ending, and then you get that one little glimmer of hope. Holy shit, that's the shit. That's the stuff right there. That's the stuff that makes you think about it for years to come. It's a good damn movie. I don't know if that was 4 or 5, but
that's enough. Pretty much all animated movies. Sticking to the brand.
Shit, you're right. Oh, except for Parasite. I had one in there. Snap back to reality. TV.
All right, last question before we get to part 2. Pete Bro ask, where you been, Big Pink?
Oh my God.
People want to know.
Where have I been, Pete Bro? Where have I been and where will I go? Lots of places. Mostly dabbling in a lot of different hobbies. Like whatever I didn't have time for when I was like juggling between commentating Smash, playing Smash, living, breathing, just eating Smash. Right now I'm getting really like more into the cosplay side of things in my life. So I've been learning a lot of like the higher tiered skills when it comes to cosplay, like LED and microcontrollers and armor building and crafting and stuff like that. And then programming. I've been learning how to code and figuring that stuff out and figuring out Arduino microcontrollers for multifarious purposes, like making a little like automated heater for my automated cooler for my fish tank and stuff. Just
nice.
Like, this is some hobbies.
Yeah.
Hobbies abounds.
You've been working on animations too, you said, right?
That's in fact, yeah. I rigged my own live 2D model of a Jigglypuff. I'm gonna pull it out because we are on video, and now we have technological capabilities of these sorts of things. That's so cool. But I just figured out this software this week. I have so much time and so much like energy to spend mentally on learning new things, and I like walked into the other room at the Freeplay corporate office right now. I was like, is that a 3D printer? Is that a flat iron press that I could use to make t-shirts and stuff with puffy paint? I'm learning all these things, but like look at that.
That is awesome.
She's there.
I
made her
She's
this
here.
week. I drew her myself. She's my baby.
Yeah, it sounds like you've been a real busy guy. We've been busy with this podcast, and we're gonna go to a quick break, take a little refresh, And we will be back with part 2 after this
Strike
commercial.
Your tree pose. Think of Wii Fit Trainer. That's one of my least favorite characters to fight. We'll be back after this break.
I am home equity loan. Equity loan. Do it you like arcade. Do it you like ski balls. Do it you like Denton. Do it you like basement. Do it you like community. Do it you like NBA hoops in the house. Do it you like max headroom. Do it you like blacklight. Do it you like the late 80s or maybe 1990 at the latest. Do it you like the Konami Code. Do it you like AC/DC. Do it you like my grandmother. Do it you like Golden Crisp. Do it you like G.I. Joe figurine. Do it you like my life. Do it you like high fructose corn syrup. Do it you like Googly. Do it you like Cassandra Peterson. Do it you like YouTube nowadays. Do it you like dead malls. Do it you like pre-internet.
That took a minute. Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, dude. You know what?
Denton After Dark, the Dad Podcast.
Blow you away.
And we are back.
Welcome back.
Back from the commercial break to part 2 of the Mailbag Spectacular. This time to answer all the anonymous questions we got, which honestly, it was like equally split. Well, equally split after I cut off about half the questions.
They were endearing, they were lovely, they were
Inappropriate.
interesting.
At least for a podcast.
Anonymity is a powerful thing.
Yes. But yeah, we'll just jump into it. First question is for you.
Ooh.
For Prince, which Smash character would you want to see in a very long One Piece arc teaming up or against
Oh my god.
Luffy? Sorry.
Luffy. Yeah, Luffy, you got it. Which
Never
character
seen
I
the
want to
show.
see in a very long One Piece arc? Okay, so it'd have to be a long arc, it'd have to be a character of some. Let me think. I would want to see probably Min.
Min?
Yeah.
think
Stretchy.
she
They would
fits-
both do like the Gomu
Yeah,
pistol.
she would definitely fit the world and the vibe.
She would kind of like nail it, and then she's like made of ramen, so it'd just be a constant temptation for Luffy. It would be a good gag. There'd be a lot of fun to be had when it comes to ramen shops. She'd probably they'd have a banquet of ramen at the end of the arc. It'd be so good. Other than that, probably again, obviously Jigglypuff.
Yeah,
Monkey D. Puffy.
You gotta have your fave in your favorite show.
She could be a Fusen, just like he can. They can both be balloons. There's so many good options there.
So many
Mario
options.
for the iconicness, just having a Mario IP and One Piece IP combined, that'd be crazy.
It's funny that you said Mario and Min because that kind of answers this next question.
Oh.
For Dare, which Smash duo would be unstoppable in NBA Hang Time? Space Jam rules may apply. Okay, so Mario can literally slam dunk.
Literally.
His forward air is... I love that move.
He's got
I love
a
the
lot
animation.
of practice.
He's called Jumpman. You know, he can get in the air like MJ.
There's one specific part of the slam dunk that is a necessary piece, and that is the jump. You have to jump first
Yes.
and dunk, and that's all he does.
And then Min, like, her shot blocking ability with those arms.
Oh my god.
Like, I was almost going to say Rob because he has infinite fuel.
True.
So he could just, like, hover around the basket. But I don't know
That's
if
a
that would
good
be
point.
illegal. That might be illegal.
Yeah, agreed. We
So-
would make new rule sets for it, but that'd be so funny.
Yeah.
That'd be so funny.
I'll go with Mario and Min.
Agreed. Those are some good choices. That'd be
Mm-hmm.
a Looney Tunes kind of duo. So into that. All right, next question is, what can I do to feel better as a trans person in the Smash community? First of all, you need to find your footing. You need to find your ground person. You need to find a safe person to be with at a Smash community tournament. You need to find somebody that is going to keep you safe. That is the most important thing in any scene. Doesn't matter if it's Smash, doesn't matter if it's a community of gamers, of any other hobby you would be entertaining, or just out in the world, just trying to exist and go clubbing or anything.
Yeah.
You need to be with somebody that cares about you and will make sure that your safety is the top priority of their evening.
That's true. And there's a lot of people like that in the Smash community. Smash community, just people at Freeplay, DFW, like kind of this whole scene, gaming,
We're very
esports
transpositive
scene.
here.
Yeah, very transpositive, very like LGBT friendly. Like a lot of people are queer.
A lot of people have come out here.
Yeah, a lot of people come out, so it's just like you can feel really scared, and I get like feeling scared because of like the regular world, but like
Regular world's
it's definitely
scary.
easier to be like more confident. I feel like in Smash or
You're around a bunch of youngins.
yeah,
Open-minded, moldable sorts of brains out there.
and it's just like I don't know. I people can be negative, but I try to be positive. I came out like a decade ago, so things have really changed a lot, and I get that it can be
HRT
scary.
hits like a truck.
But this is a good community to be in if you are trans, gay, bi, etc.
Our best player is gay, so. And he plays Bayonetta. I guess it was obvious. In any case, it makes you better at the game if you play certain characters. That's the key. That's the most important thing. And of course, if I'm like, if Smash 6 comes out again and you see me or Dare at tournaments, we will be your rock.
Yes.
We're there.
We will support you.
All right. So next question would be, what are y'all's workouts? You know, just practice the form, strain the muscles, make sure you're doing sets of 3, make sure you are pushing it to the limit, make sure you are upping the pounds by about anywhere from 2.5 to 5 pounds every time it starts getting too easy. That sort of deal. Yeah, but it depends. Just like target your muscle groups, learn what the muscles are named, and Google what workouts for those.
Yeah, I'll let you to. I've been slacking. I used to be like a real gym rat. I would go like 6 times a week.
Same.
But I don't know. It's hard. And I also I don't like working out.
It's not fun.
I like playing sports. And I like running or riding my bike or stretching or doing yoga.
You like the activity.
Actually, lifting weights or doing calisthenics,
weight training is not
I
your
don't
thing.
enjoy. And I've always begrudgingly did that because I was an athlete for a long time.
When the exercise is the activity, not so fun.
Give me a ball and I get so distracted.
Yeah.
I just run around like little golden
You'll do it
retriever.
until you're literally wheezing. You're like, wait, why am I tired?
I was chasing a ball for an hour. What?
Puppy for real.
Yes.
What does Everall say in the latest game? Such a puppy. Moving on. So, next question from Anon would be, could Kirby create a sandwich so big even he couldn't eat it?
I think he could eat any sandwich.
Yeah.
I think we've been over
Unless
this.
Shaggy and Scooby made it, it's just impossible for Kirby not to swallow something.
Yeah, I just think it's infinite. It's an infinite universe
It's a black
inside
hole.
of it. It's a black hole.
Unhinge your jaw and just become a natural disaster for the universe. It's amazing. Kirby.
Yeah, I love the
question.
Kirby questions.
Me
All right.
too.
Next question. If DFW held a tournament with full-time workers only, who's getting top 8?
Oh,
Students
shit.
and part-timers don't count.
That's so cool. I
So
would
who's
love
full-time
a tournament like that.
that is PR
See, that's the problem.
currently? I'm trying to think.
Is Bert the Dragon full-time?
Bert the Dragon is full-time.
Oh, what a hero.
I
That's why
think
he's a
Chef
hero.
is too. He
Probably.
might be part. I think he's full-time.
I think Curry and Army are full-time now, and obviously they would be PR'd if they decided
There's
to.
a lot of people that don't play as much anymore that
Yeah.
if they were entered, they would.
Full-timers. It's hard to even name on the top of my head who works full-time. Probably just we just need to go with 25 plussers.
Yeah, 25 plussers.
If you're 25 plus in the Smash scene, you got a job.
Thrill Ho.
Thrill Ho! Hell yeah.
Trying to think other
Jace is
people
full-time.
on PR. Yeah, Jace.
Jace would kick ass.
There's quite a few, but
Hard question.
definitely cross off all the students and all the part-timers, and the PR gets really thin, and then it's a bunch of people that are kind of gatekeeper level that
Yeah.
would rise to the occasion.
That'd be so cool. I would love to have a tournament like that. We should
Yeah,
do
that'd be a really fun
That's a great
tournament
idea.
to do.
Cute. That's a cute tournament.
All right, next question. This is probably more so towards you.
Fun.
What's y'all's dream cosplay to do?
Dream cosplay, man.
You've probably already done it. You've done so
I've
many.
I've done a lot, but I'm thinking about ones that are outside of my ability. I want to do Bird Howl, the crow
Ooh.
version, when he's covered in feathers and stuff.
Yeah.
It's just really hard to get feathers together and make them look good like that. It's difficult.
Yeah,
I
I
got
can
started to
imagine
work
that.
on it, but whew, boy, that is a task and a half. That would be mine. I want to do that one really bad.
Speaking of Ghibli, I would really like to do San from Princess Mononoke.
Oh yes, you should do Palutena too, and you should also do
Palutena.
Lan. You need to do
Lan. Yuna from X2.
Oh yes.
Not X. Her X outfit's okay. Her X2 outfit is iconic.
Yeah,
It's,
it goes crazy.
early 2000s J-pop diva. I love it.
It just went crazy. That game went crazy for no reason.
That game is so stylish. People hate on it, but it's just so it's so fun. It's so girly.
It's
pop.
girls.
Yes.
It's girls. You don't like girls? Come on. It's like Final Fantasy VII without Cloud. Even better. My gracious. That'd be so fun. You should do all of those. I can help you with all of those. I could literally get everything together for you. I could tell you how to make the props. I could do everything. We need to get you cosplaying. You'll be so good.
Let's do it. I would love to. Okay. Anon ask, any tips for anyone wanting to start their own podcast?
Wow. Okay. So
I feel honored because it's they respect our craft. 'Cause
maybe
they're
they've been here since the beginning.
They're like, you guys do good. How do I do my own?
Wow. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
We're quitting. Maybe just temporarily. We'll see. But I'd say the equipment is very important. Get yourself a microphone of some persuasion. You can find it for cheaper on Facebook Marketplace. You can find it used secondhand. That is the best way to acquire that sort of equipment for a podcast. And if you're wanting to find out what kind of sound you're pursuing, do a lot of the YouTube comparison videos. If you have if you're vacillating between 3 or 4 mics, just do a bunch of audio tests and comparisons on YouTube. There's tons of them, and that helps a lot on selection of those things. Other than that, You just need to get started with production. Production is the only thing that makes a podcast possible to begin with. So you need to have an audio software like Audacity. That's what I use. And you need to have the microphone hooked up. You need to have something to put it together editing-wise. And past that, it's just, come up with a subject material that you're passionate about and can talk about for a long time, all the time. And that is the most important thing. Something that gives you a lot of new information to discuss, right?
Yeah, I think like the mic stuff, that's important. You don't need like this fancy setup we have here.
Yeah.
You can have something in your home. But it's really important to like pick a subject that you're passionate about,
That you won't
you
get
know
tired
a
of.
lot about, you won't get tired about, and that is a new angle on something that has an audience.
Yeah.
Because I feel like when we approached making this podcast, I really wanted to like stand out by like, I don't know, just like going about it in new and unique ways. Like we had things that were traditional, like
Of
recaps,
course.
and I took a lot of stuff from like sports podcasts and shows I used to watch.
Yeah.
And
Just sharing the commentary between two different mediums like already gives us so much
Yeah.
common ground to follow. And like making that ground together was like one of the funnest parts. And the most important thing is, regardless of how prepared you are or how much stuff you've done when it comes to like research or equipment or investment or whatever, just get started.
Get
Like,
started.
If you do it, if you sit down and do it, you will immediately understand everything you need. Like,
Yeah.
I really wish I had this right now, and then you'll have it for the next
and
time.
you'll get better. Like we were saying earlier, like we felt like our first few episodes were not the best, but we came together on episode 3 and 4.
We just did it. Just
Yeah.
use the skills we had, and then like anything that we were learning that we needed or lacked along the way is what made it better, and that's what will happen for you and anybody else that wants to start anything like this. It's just get out there and do it. There's no use in just like trying to make it perfect from the get-go. Just like get out there and do it, and then you're gonna find out you'll have like ideas will just start flying into your brain as you like have one and like release one and you go, I really wish I had done this. I think the audience would have really liked this, and then you're going to be eager to do the next episode. Just get out there and do it.
Exactly. All right. Another podcast question. A lot of people will actually ask this one. Like, how come the podcast is ending?
Oh, there's a myriad
A lot of
reasons, right?
reasons.
But most of all, I think it's just like the air has been mostly just stripped from the sales of Smash in general.
Yeah, I mean,
Just feels like it's slowed down.
slow down. I think like we didn't plan on stopping the first time, but kind of life got in the way. And then also like burnout is real, y'all.
Burnouts real.
Like we're doing a lot of work and a lot more than like you would think. And I didn't want like the podcast to not be like, below our standard we had set.
Yeah.
And I was like,
It would have been reflected in the
yeah,
work
there was a
itself.
few episodes where I'm like, oh man, we might have phoned that in. And like maybe it didn't come across as that, but I was worrying that might have become a thing. And then just like for me personally, I was like watching Smash like every night, and I was just like,
Yeah.
I'm getting tired of watching the same characters.
Yeah, it started getting redundant is the main thesis of it all. Not to mention, like, just being our age in, like, general Smash terms. It's just, like, a
Ancient.
lot gets in the way. A lot gets in the way of, like, just entertaining yourself with Smash Brothers. And especially if you're just, kind of running through the same motions and the same top 8s and the same characters.
Yeah.
You're just like, there's just not much new stuff to say. And when there's not much new stuff to say, you feel like that's already falling below the standards that you set for yourself in your podcast, right? It's devastating, of course. But, like, whenever something new comes along, like Smash frickin' 6, we would have so much more to talk about and so
We'll
much more.
have new energy, new
We
lease
can't
on
stop
life.
talking about it at that
Yeah.
point. But, like, if we're just going through the same rigmarole of conversation that we always are, like, even at the tournament itself, it's like, oh, who won this time? Oh, the same Steve as always.
Yeah, I guess that's
And
mainly.
overall, like, Smash just felt really like it was kind of like delving into like a toxic kind of territory.
Yeah.
On Twitter.com, and like even more people got outed for like these horrible deeds, and it just like really sucked the fun out of it for me for a while. And like
That's true.
we just took a big break, and then after the big break, we were like, do we really want to come back?
Yeah, but I'm glad we're back at least for a proper send off. But yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. A lot
Yeah,
of people ask
that's all.
that. But okay, to more Smashy Bros related questions, we got a bunch of doubles questions.
Fun.
First one, top 5 dubs players.
Oh man.
Cheeks,
easy.
Cheeks, and
Cheeks
Cheeks.
is top one, yeah. Top one, there's no debate.
Let's
He's
see.
so insane, like a Jace, he's really good at doubles.
I would say right now DFW Cheeks, Beastly,
Basically amazing at doubles.
Burn
Birch Dragon's pretty darn good at doubles.
Chef really good.
Burn Chef. And then we had
Atomic,
mhm.
he's getting really good.
He's getting really good.
DJ Don with the meat gunner.
Yo, yeah, the meat gunner. Oh my gosh. What an MVP. That's the one place I'm happy to see it.
Thorlo and Jace, Shout out Dubs Chat.
Woo, Dubs Chat. And then, of course, like Curry and Army whenever they show up.
Oh, yeah.
So
that's
funny
way more than 5.
whenever they show up. But whatever. We just like Dubs players.
Yeah.
Shout outs to Dubs players.
Shout out to Dubs players.
The superior format for
Superior
Smash Brothers.
format.
But if we were covering Dubs, it'd be a whole new podcast.
Yes. All right, this is probably easier to answer. Top 5 static Dubs teams.
Now that's crazy.
We can be a little more
Who does Cheeks
focused.
usually team with?
Scal.
Scal.
So I'll say Cheek Scal. No order, by the way. Cheek Scal, Curry Army,
Yep.
Bert and Chef.
Bert and Chef are
That's
like
3.
classic. Who does Jace usually team with? He's like kind of
He doesn't really have static
He just
right
likes
now.
playing with his friends.
Kusanagi Edichu, underrated team.
Yeah, Dubs Chat.
I would say they are like, that's 4. One more is, I don't know if Beastly Atomic or static.
I'd say that's close enough.
Yeah, if not,
Like when they go double Rob. Love that though.
yeah, if not,
Huge fan.
I don't know. You know, I feel like there's a lot of teams that are like really scary. Like,
Yeah, there's a lot of like synergy happening in DFW all the time when it comes to doubles. Whenever doubles manages to get the turnout it needs to thrive, people show up.
Yeah.
Each and every time.
we had
It was
11
absolutely
teams
crazy.
last night in Dallas.
Nice.
Yeah,
Doubles is alive and well.
Love that. Okay, top 5 Dubs characters.
Now that's crazy. Palutena is like just like
yeah.
she's the Dubs character.
I can't
right?
downplay her in
Crazy.
Dubs. She's
Incineroar,
broken.
insane.
Incineroar is so good.
Insane in doubles.
Steve, of course.
Of course. Rob is really good in doubles, but like he's also like kind of getting in the way, so maybe not Rob.
Yeah, maybe not Rob.
Let me think. Think about like a sword character.
I feel like Ness and Mario and Yoshi are like not there. They're close.
They're close, yeah.
But they're not top 5.
There's a sword we're missing.
Aegis and Cloud.
Aegis and Cloud, obviously, yeah, Cloud.
Aegis
Cloud's
and
an
Cloud for
amazing
swordies
character.
are actually insane in doubles.
Yeah. And who's like the best setup character? Who like sets up combos better than anybody? I know there's like some character like that.
Like the best support.
Yeah.
I always thought Pikachu was good in dubs, but
Quite good in
maybe
dubs.
not.
You know, Puff's really good in dubs. She's pretty freaking good in dubs.
she's
Probably not a top 5.
Definitely better in dubs than she is in singles.
Yeah, sadly. But yeah.
Yeah, that's 5 characters.
We covered that, yeah.
13. Absolute favorite tournament memory. I think we talked about this. I said
did.
Harvest House.
Let's put another one. Why not?
Another one.
What's another good memory for us? Let me think. I really liked just like walking into the venue and seeing low tier cities like set up for
the first time.
Nem graphics, baby. That
Nem
was
graphics.
a mind blow. Like nothing quite assaults my retinas with like as much dopamine as that pink and blue combo.
Yes, I love pink and blue
It goes
together.
crazy.
Shout
and
out
like
to
seeing like
Taco
Kimona
Bell
and Neighbor
90s.
wearing like the matching fits with the on theme. It was so good. That was production.
That was
value.
a LTC 5, 6,
so,
7?
yeah.
I don't know. They all run together. But that one, I remember the graphics, the stadium,
So
the vibes.
good.
I would have to say that probably if, we're not counting our earlier answers.
Yeah. And like I really just liked in general, like I'm just gonna combine it all into one memory, like the old freaks. The old freaks at the old house in that house.
Yeah.
And we were all like gathered in the living room watching the grand finals on that laggy TV. Shout
out to
those
laggy
are the
TV.
days.
Yeah.
They've come a long way.
We're getting nostalgic. All right, non-Smash question. Any modern 2D fighters that interest you to get into competitive work?
Guilty Gear. I just cosplayed Happy Chaos in case y'all didn't see that. That was a body paint nightmare, but it was a great time.
I don't know who that is, but yeah, I can see you playing Guilty Gear.
Guilty Gear is just like the most like slabberdashed, loud as hell, LGBT friendly, most in your face bullshit kind of game. It's an amazing game. Like just the characters and the lore and the community surrounding it. It is the most fun and unabashedly batshit scene I've ever seen. It's awesome. I can't wait to play it. I just haven't had time.
For me, probably would have to be Street Fighter 6. I love the aesthetic of Street Fighter. I've played a little bit of 2 competitively. I'm not very good, but I've entered.
Games.
Yeah, because there's a Super Turbo scene at Freeplay.
Cool.
Yeah, so people play, on the old Japanese arcade cabinets.
Sweet.
So I played a little bit of that, and I could see myself playing 6, but I'm just like not very good at fighting games. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's kind of foreign to me. I
It's
didn't
a
really
whole
grow up with
different
them.
skill set for sure. Like there's like the neutral is still there, but then it's like a one and done kind of deal. Like the first hit of that combo, and if you memorize that combo, they lose. It's that simple.
Yeah, that's why I like Street Fighter a little more than like anime fighters because
Yeah.
it's more like kind of neutral based.
I want to play Skullgirls too. I think Skullgirls would be crazy, but I hear that game is like very difficult.
Yeah,
to,
that's the thing. They're all very difficult to get into, but
Yeah.
those are our answers.
Yep. All right. First thing you want to buy if someone give you $1 billion, I would want to buy my sister a house. Probably. I need to get her out of debt. That's the first thing I would do immediately.
I think that's like, take care of family and friends, donate some to charity, and then after you have like 200 million left, which is so much.
Retire.
Maybe like pursue some passions. You know, it'd be really cool to like, I don't know, start your own like game studio or something creative. You know,
Or like this podcast, like it would all look like this. We can make it all look like this.
Go travel. There's a lot of things.
Yeah, first thing I would buy is just like everybody that I know that has ever been in or is currently in debt. End it immediately. Just like get that part of their life out of the way. Finally.
That's the thing. Like, you know, in these hypotheticals, like you take care of everyone first, and then you still have like
it's $1 billion,
20% left.
So much money.
So much money.
I would do so much with that. Yeah, it'd be crazy. I'd probably just like immediately learn how to like stock trade to maintain them after that. I would like learn so many skills, and I would just have so much time to do it.
So much time.
Anyway, moving on.
When are you guys gonna start streaming?
Probably soon.
Yeah.
I know. I think I'm gonna start streaming soon because I just made that avatar, right?
Oh,
like
VTube?
I can't not use it. Yeah, I used the the VTubing like software, Live 2D. I just learned it for Gabby's sake because Gabby wants to start streaming.
Okay, yeah.
And they wanted to stream as like a Splatoon tuber.
Oh,
that's
cute.
Cool. And I was like, don't buy something that's like $2,000 for a model. We can make it ourselves. You know what? I'm going to learn this for you. And then I used Jigglypuff as like a simple learning tool because she's such a simple design.
Yeah,
it's like,
circle.
It'd be so easy to learn. It's just a circle with some eyes. Yeah. So after I put that together, I was like, well, this is like a fully realized and complete model. I should probably just stream
That's
it.
that's awesome.
It'd be fun. And people are always telling me too.
I feel like maybe I should look into VTubing because like part of the reason like I never really like went all into streaming because I don't know, something about it just made video games not as relaxing.
Yeah,
it's
like, stressful. It's stressful.
You have to like look a certain way kind of and perform a certain way.
You got to get ready and you got a camera, but the VTubing thing, you can just be scuffed as hell as long as your face works.
Yeah, that's true. I might look into that. But it's also like, I don't know, part of the reason I never got super into it because like I'm a pretty social person.
Yeah.
And I work a job that's, you know, social and I'm with friends and family a lot.
You're going to exhaust yourself.
So like
burnout
streaming, you know, you're doing that, you know, when you're at home. And sometimes when I'm at home, I just like to be like a pile of Jello and just like.
It's called resting.
Yeah. I need to recharge my battery so I can be like bubbly and, you know, charming and all this stuff.
My battery runs out real quick, so I relate to you.
Same. We're like extroverts, but like we have limited batteries.
Ambiverts go crazy.
I feel like that's how we are.
Yeah, we like will be unmatched even by extroverts, but after a certain period of time, I gotta go home and I gotta not talk to you for 2 days.
Yes. I just like I don't want to talk to anyone ever again.
That's the main thing.
And then
that stream is a lot of energy.
Yes, a lot of energy.
Big dedicated thing. Yeah, that's the only reason that it hasn't happened yet, but I think it's on the horizon. Perhaps.
Awesome.
Maybe we'll stream together. Maybe I'll make
that'd be
I'll make you a
cool.
Pichu.
Oh my god, yes, I love Pichu.
Pichu tubing.
Speaking of favorite Pokemon.
Ooh! I think it's obvious, right? I should just not count Jigglypuff. Probably Blacephalon.
Okay, we're not going to count Jigglypuff, and I will not count any Chew, because I love Pichu.
No Chews.
I love Pikachu. I love Raichu.
Raichu. Oh,
I love Alolan Raichu.
We love Raichu girlies in this house!
I love Pikablue. Which would be my answer.
Meryl.
Yes, the whole, so not counting the whole Meryl line.
The lore.
And not counting the whole Pikachu line.
That's a lot. That's a lot of Pokemon already.
Dragonair, Gengar, maybe.
Yeah. I like Blacephalon, the Ultra Beast that looks like a clown with a jawbreaker for a head. Really cute design. I like Superior. That's just a whole atmosphere to it. Lopunny, not for the reasons you think. She's just really cute. Huge fan, but maybe also for the reasons you think.
Oh my god.
Moving on.
Moving on.
All right. Why are you fighting Mother Nature for this crazy weather we have been having? Actually, the weather has been absolutely resplendent this afternoon, I think. It's in the 70s.
That's been great. It was really cold recently. And I went to like a performance for a friend and it was outside and I was just so cold. I was like, I regret this outfit choice.
That one, I think it was last week where it was 90 on Sunday. And
it
then
was like 90
it dropped down
30.
to 35. It was insane.
Texas, y'all.
It's just like my entire body rejects this state's weather. It felt like I was going through like, I don't know, puberty a second time.
Right.
I was in pain, bro. Okay. So beyond that.
Question 19. Is there anyone y'all miss talking to from games you played back in the day?
Wow. I miss the New Mexico scene.
I miss all the people on Xbox Live that would call me slurs.
You know, I can't live with them. Can't get over those Call of Duty lobbies. We were raised in fire.
I just like never talked on Halo or Call of Duty.
That is a wise choice.
I was like,
you still like a girl will get on the microphone once on like Pokemon Unite, the most family-friendly, lovely game, and you will get absolutely lynch. It's horrible.
Yeah, not the best place to be if you have like an androgynous voice.
Yeah,
but
probably not for you. But for me, I miss like this old crew I used to roll with named the Zombie Artists.
Zombie artists.
Zombie Artists, yeah. We were like video editors, and we played this game called Rumble Fighter. It was the coolest online game ever. It was so fun. The way that it worked was like instead of characters, you could choose a fighting style. It was like a scroll.
Okay.
You could like adopt a scroll, and you would use that martial art instead of it being a whole character by itself.
Yeah.
And you could just customize your character to look however it wanted, and then we just had a whole like community system and a whole like hierarchy. We made our own power rankings. It was so cool. And like the Zombie Artists were just on Ventrilo. And if anybody messed with you online or like beat you, the whole crew would roll up and just absolutely destroy that dude. It didn't matter. And then they would train you. It was anime as hell. I miss those guys.
That's awesome. I miss just some people I knew on like forums back in the day, like GameFAQs, GameSpot, NeoGAF, IGN, Game Trailer. I was on all the video game forums back in like the mid 2000s.
Guy Online was crazy too.
Yeah, but miss that stuff.
Yeah.
All right.
That's good stuff. Good memories.
Next question. For Dare, what is the hardest thing when it comes to TOing?
Pronouncing names.
I don't know. Maybe like the anxiety right before the event starts.
Yeah.
Because like I've done it like a bunch and I still get it. I'm like, oh, this is just how it is all the time.
It's just how it is all the time.
But once it starts going, and you get over like the initial speed bumps, it's pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah. Majors though. Majors TOing. That's difficult.
That's like the anxiety's there the whole time.
The whole time. You can't find that one player. You don't know if you're disqualifying them or not. Do you prioritize them over running it? It goes crazy. TOing. Difficult. There's a reason I don't do it.
I enjoy it. I put my hat into a lot of things, and TOing's fun. Love freaks. Shout out to Dallas, Richardson, Denton. All the
trifecta.
Trifecta.
Yeah.
Go to all three guys.
Places. What's the hardest part about DOing in each place?
I don't know. I guess
Freeplay Denton. Reception.
Dallas is the size of the venue.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And Richardson's pretty great, but sometimes you run out of space, I guess, if there's like a lot of non-smashers there.
Yeah, and then if you have like a 100-person event there.
Yeah, sometimes there will be 100-person at Richardson.
Yeah.
That pop bonus.
So cool.
But yeah, that's the answers.
All right. Next one is, if you had to choose between knowing when the world ends or knowing when your time on the world ends, what would it be?
Wow, downer question to go out on.
I would not want to know when I'm gonna die.
Yeah. I'd rather know when the world ends.
I'd like to know when the world ends. If it was like a week from now, I'd be like, at least we're going together.
Yeah. But I think it's like, it's gonna be like Cowboy Bebop where we have to leave.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If the world ends, you can like operate with that. You can like make a plan with humanity.
Yeah, go to one of Jupiter's moons or something, right?
Yeah, like it's like if the world ends, but like that's just the world. We have a whole different thing out there. We have a universe to explore. And like if the world is ending, like if it's told to you like it's ending a millennia from now, you'd be like, don't even worry about it then. We have plenty of time. And you could be like, we aren't going to destroy the planet? I guess we're getting the Green Deal together and everything's going to work out after all. That kind of thing.
Oh, man. What a question to end on. So I don't want to end on that, so I'm going to ask you a question.
Oh, please.
If you did not play Jigglypuff, she was not in Smash.
Oh, my God. Who would I play?
Who would you use? And would you also base your personality around that?
That's just like what happens in Smash, right? Like, you pick a character, you main the shit out of that character, you dedicate your life to that character, it feels like. Like, it becomes part of you. Like, think about Jace without Zelda.
Yeah.
It'd be crazy. Like, Cheeks without Cloud. Bizarre. Like, it's just like, it's part of who you are.
I feel like you're more dedicated than a lot of people.
Nah, that's true. I just really like Jigglypuff.
Yeah.
She's cute.
She's so cute.
She's so cute and so, like, there's so much merch of her.
Yes.
It's like, there's so much you could do with Jigglypuff because she's like such a ubiquitous character and she's everywhere and she's so simple looking. Like she's just adorable and I love everything about her. Probably Kirby. I mean, obviously.
Yeah. That's a good.
I really like Kirby, but
swap.
let me think about it for a minute. Let me look at the ultimate roster. Smash.
I like have the opposite problem as you. I just like so many characters.
Right.
And I get bored just like playing one character. Like, I've been trying lately in friendlies to like not play my pockets.
Yeah.
But then I'll play like 3 matches of like Ness or Palutine. I'm like,
I completely forgot, but I would play Incineroar.
Oh yeah.
I'd be an Incineroar player.
That fits your style.
Go from big pink to big red, baby. It's that simple. I really like the way Incineroar plays, and I love how like he has an emote for every move. His personality is just everything. I love him a lot. I almost did play him. I played him for like the beginning of the game.
Big red, big pink, and DairBair. We're gonna go to another break, and then we'll be back to say our farewells.
Our farewells. Don't say it. Don't say it already. I gotta be together for it. See you after the break. So, that's not doing anything for you.
Well, if it does, then y'all should come out to our weekly Smash Brothers tournaments at Freeplay Arcade, all starting at 8 p.m.
And even if you don't win at Smash, you have unlimited tries at any other arcade game. That's why it's called
Freeplay. Welcome back to oNAIR. So, we are going to say our goodbyes, but before that, we're going to go behind the scenes a little bit, talk about the episodes that we did not do. These were in our Google Docs. Whenever we had an idea, we'd write one down, people we wanted to talk to, formats we wanted to try out.
We should tell that to the person who wanted to start a podcast earlier. Write it down. Write it down. Every idea you have, write it down.
Google Docs are great. But yeah, we're going to rapid fire through them, or I'm going to let Big Pink do it because he talks a little faster.
When you think about what we've been doing so far, it's been reminiscing about the past, and now we're going to reminisce on what could have been.
What could have been?
What could have been. Every concept that Dare wrote down. Dare wrote all of these.
You wrote 3.
I wrote 3 of them?
Yeah.
Sweet. I contributed. All right, so beginning from the top, take it from there. Pardon the interruption style episode in which you moderate and Thrillho and Cheeks argue about a variety of Smash topics. That sounds awesome. The top 10 DFW Smash players of all time. Man, Smash Draft episode in the style of the big picture. Cool.
That's a podcast to listen to.
Yo. Okay. Make a tier list. Okay. Interview with Otto about HDR and the mod scene. Oh, that would have been so sick. Beebs could have been on that one. Starting a collegiate Smash Club with Beebs. Street Fighter crossover with J-Pong, Carlitos, Bryce, and etc. Freeplay interview with Chris about Tekken and Freeplay. Being LGBT in Smash. That was for you earlier. Anonymous question asker. Doubles with Jason Curry and Cheeks. Top 10 Dubs characters. We could go all the way to 10. Tori and being a Smash photographer. Really cool. Troll and watching or switching esports. Who you should main, top tier, low tier, etc. Sports interview and how that helps with Smash. Zoffel and being a competitive Halo player. Ooh, we could get, what's his name? Riker Saint in with that. He did that. Cheeky and her experience with TO and travel and Smash 4. Mage and playing overseas in Smash Live. He was in Korea, I forgot. Traveling around the country and playing Smash. Shattuck and Dadik. Oh, that would have been sick. Being a successful streamer with Pocket. She was successful. Shokio talked about Project M. That would have been sick. Talk to Denty, Dakpo, Austin about being an old head, the oldest heads there are. Talk to Wobbles about Melee, always a pleasure. Talk to JV about commentating and other stuff, and old Shockwave. Talk to DFW Banjo. Banjo would be such a pleasure. Talk to Neighboring Kimona. Oh, I'm devastated. Talk to Chase and Fly about being behind the scene with production stuff. Those are the guys with the goats, the unsung heroes. Talk to Nina about cosplaying Smash characters. We should both do that. Talk to Zopals and Megan about being a Smash wife and the experiences as a non-competitor in the scene, because they're around. They are around.
Yeah.
Talk to Yucky about starting Yuck and Suck. Talk to God Fondren about his start in gaming. Talk to Marcy about VTubing. The GOAT. Yeah, we lost him to VTubing. Now we're losing ourselves. Talk to Viatcher and Majesty. Talk to Rusky and about switching regions in Texas. Talk to Joe Weekly and Banjo about Texas. Talk to Pete Bro and I Like Luke about being an Anamanaguchi. Oh yeah, Pete Bro's that's Anamanaguchi. It's the same person. Interview with TK Breezy. That would have been sick. oNAIR, on the ground at LTC. We did talk about that. I remember. I was like thinking about bringing my phone around and stuff. Oh man, maybe we'll do that for the last low tide. Freeplay tour, topical discussions, current events and such. Training drama, optional, Omni sort of episodes. Any manner of in-depth backstory on one of our best or even worse. That would have been fun. That would have been fun. Oh, tour interviews. Same vein, same general theme. But with all that behind us, maybe someday.
Maybe someday. But yeah.
Smash 6.
Now, to transition to the goodbyes. This is the end.
I'm not ready.
You want me to go first?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll go first.
God.
I don't want to cry on camera.
Well, it's too bad because the camera's rolling.
Yeah.
We'll slap a Pichu sticker on your face. It'll be fine.
Oh my God.
We have production for that. We have censorship.
Shout out to production.
Man.
So this podcast meant a lot to me, and
it was your idea. It was Dare's idea.
Me and Chris Delp came up with the idea. He approached me about it, and then I kind of thought up the format, and I was a little nervous about doing it, especially the first few episodes.
Yeah. You were just like,
and I was worried.
And you're like, podcast, maybe?
Yeah, I was worried. No one's going to listen. People wouldn't care. And then I found out, we had some episodes that had hundreds of viewers.
God damn.
And I was just like, dang.
People care, imagine.
I had people that came up to me I didn't know. They're like, oh, you're DairBair from the pod. And I was like,
oh my God.
This means so much. And I don't know, it's just a lot of fun. I loved being creative. I used to be in newspaper in high school, in yearbook. I did that kind of stuff.
It's the same vein.
I've done writing before. I just like being creative. I like making content. I like sharing stuff with my friends, working in a small group. I enjoy all those things. So this is just a really great outlet. And I feel like, you know, it kind of helped me like make my like mark in the Smash community. Like I've done a lot of different things. I've like
Tori has their thing.
Yeah, made videos. I've run tournaments. I've competed. I've played dubs. I've done all these things. But like this is like, I don't know. This is something that I feel like
unique to you,
unique to me, and it'll be there. Like you know, it's in the feed.
You can
it's
look back.
It's in the clouds. We can look back. And
it's on the internet forever, for better or for worse.
I'm just so happy about all the experiences, and thank you everyone. Thanks to my wonderful partner.
No, don't do it.
Thanks to Chris and now Matt from Freeplay, Corey and Kelsey, Jace.
Thank you to Kelsey for the coffee.
Luis, Cheeks, you know, Hippo, Bert, everyone that was on the podcast, everyone that helped out,
everybody that's in the scene.
Everyone that's in the scene.
You're the content. We would have nothing.
Yes.
We would have had nothing to talk about.
Joey,
nothing to
of course.
reminisce on in anything.
Blue.
Joey.
You know, just.
There's so many names that we could.
So many names. I'm sorry if I've forgotten everyone, but it just means a lot to me, and so glad we got to do this.
It's been a beautiful experience.
Beautiful experience. Yeah, that's it for me.
Man. Dare came to me one day with a simple proposition. It was just like, podcast? Smash can have a podcast. We have content and stuff. I was like, that sounds amazing. And as it turns out, most of the creative process, actually probably all the creative process, was just entirely in the corner of Dare. Like the newspaper skill set came out from high school and into the Google Docs. Every week we had a new sheet, and it was always shared on the cloud in the same format. We always had something to look forward to when it came to structure, and I just like handled the technical side of things. And it was a good outlet for that, like you said. It was just a good way to use skills that you had, but they laid fallow. You didn't have anything to really put them towards, and you didn't have anything to really make yourself into something that nobody else has been in the scene before.
I feel like we really complimented each other, like not only on the mic, but behind the scenes as well. You know, great partner.
You've been a wonderful partner. It's been a beautiful experience, and God, on air. But we'll be working together in some other way, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah.
Other projects will be on the horizon, and God knows they'll be on Twitter.com, and God knows that nobody stays away from Smash forever.
No one truly retires.
No one truly retires from Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. And whether we're on air or off the air, as we soon will be, it has been an incomparable experience, a pleasure beyond measure to have everybody tune in, to have everybody be part of it, to have everybody inquire, give us ideas, bounce things off of us, and give us all these stories to tell, because everything when it comes to DFW Smash, this is like a scene that is going to leave a legacy behind. Like the old heads did, the current heads did, and the new heads to come. Like it doesn't matter if Smash 6 comes out or not. Smash does not die.
Not here. I legitimately believe this is the best Smash scene in the entire world.
I think so too.
And maybe like
not to play in
the best like
misery,
arcade community in the entire world, the best video game community in the entire world. DFW for gaming, it's a mecca.
It just feels like it was all part of like the beginning of your Freeplay experience.
Yeah.
There's bigger things on the horizon for you outside of Smash. Freeplay is a big organization. We're in a new office, for Pete's sake. Look at this, bro. Look at this venue. Look at this studio. Everything. You're really getting your wings, I think. I think this is just like pushing you out of the nest. This is your nest, and you're not a little chick anymore.
Well, thanks for flying alongside me.
And that's it, isn't it? With all that in mind, it's been a pleasure. For me, for Dare, for you, and everyone there. This has been On Air, and we'll see you maybe someday.
Off the air we go.
Doodles. The softest toodles. Turn it off!